Welcome once again, everyone. I'm Taharka X, and the title of this piece is called The Trouble with Black Folks and the Trouble with Blackness. Black people all over the world have the same problem, and it doesn't matter whether we are African Americans, Jamaicans, Ghanaians, black Brazilians, it doesn't matter. We suffer because we do not have a Pan-African philosophy. We refuse to see ourselves as a united people. And when I say united people, I am not in any way suggesting that various ethnicities within the black spectrum should give up their cultures and say, oh, we're all the same. I'm not saying that a Ghanaian should give up his culture and say, well, I'm just the same as an Ethiopian, so I'm going to do what the Ethiopians do. I'm saying that despite our differences in religion, in cultures, in food, we should see the unifying principles that have run throughout all of our histories and understand that if we did work together, none of this would have happened to us in the first place, and none of it could happen to us today. Black people, stop worrying about everyone else. We have taken care of other people for long enough. When there is an event, when there is an issue in the black community, I am sick and tired of seeing black people standing up there talking about uniting with our Latino brothers and sisters and uniting with our Asian brothers and sisters. We don't have any Latino or Asian brothers and sisters. They have benefited off of our enslavement and our torture, and they have benefited off of the very difficult strides that we made during the civil rights era. We're the ones who got them into college, not the other way around. So when they do something that we can benefit from, then they're our brothers and sisters. Until then, you need to look at the people who made it possible for you to be where you are now, all of them black. The other thing is that we need to get away from this childish mentality. Every time somebody points out something that's going on in the black community, every time somebody says, oh, black teenagers are really getting out of control, the first childish thing we want to do is start screaming, other people's kids, your white kids are doing it too. Let me make something clear to you, black people. I'm not concerned about how the white people live their lives. I'm not concerned about how the Mexicans live their lives. I'm not concerned about how the Asians, anybody. I want them to stay out of our African business, and I want us to handle our business. And that's all. It does no good to point the finger at these other communities. They're not the ones who are the most incarcerated, are they? They're not the ones with all the AIDS, are they? Stop worrying about what other people are doing and concentrate on our own community. But then I just used the word community, and that's at the heart of what I'm trying to tell you today. How can we have a community if we can't even deal with ourselves on an individual basis? How can we say to ourselves, we're African people, if we can't even stand the fact that we have African features? We are so busy desperately trying to cling to the heritage of the people who raped, mutilated, tortured, and molested black children for centuries. And we want to dig out some French person in our heritage, and we're Creole, and we're this and that. Those people have never done a damn thing except try to destroy you. And even if you are mixed with a few child molesters or slave owners or rapists, that's really nothing to be proud of. And even if you do find something, some sliver of something, some shred of humanity in these animals who tortured you, you're still leaving out the millions of Africans you're mixed with. Why aren't you talking about that when somebody asks you what you are? I know why you're not, because you don't know your heritage. You're so busy looking up to some invisible Frenchman, some invisible Indian who was in your family, that you've not researched your own history. Of course you're going to feel bad about your history if all you know is what you get in Black History Month, or all you know is what you see on the streets. Knowledge is power. We need to stop rejecting our African heritage and rejecting our African features, and understand that we have beautiful noses, we have beautiful lips, we got gorgeous eyes, we have the most expressive eyes, and beautiful African locks that can be anywhere from pin straight to kinky like peppercorn, and it's all very beautiful. We need to stop comparing ourselves to one another. Why is it, black people, that every time we see another black person, we're instantly scrutinizing their clothes and their shoes and their hair and comparing our car to them? We are not in a race against one another. We are all at the bottom of the barrel, fighting and killing each other for the same leftover scraps. So it does not matter. And someone else's car shouldn't make you feel bad about yourself. Someone else's hair, someone else's body shouldn't make you feel bad about yourself. But it does because you have no knowledge of yourself and you're trying to put these things on as band-aids. You're going to get a Lexus. That'll make you feel better, but you still don't know who you are. You're going to get a diamond ring or a diamond and put it in your ear. You still don't know who you are. You still don't own anything in this country that your ancestors worked so hard and built with their two hands.